Alright, what's going on today, guys? Shooting a little bit of a different video here today. We had something last week that kind of sparked my idea of shooting a video like this. We ended up running into Fish and Game last week while we were shark fishing, and I just wanted to create a space here on YouTube for us to kind of talk about the new rules and regulations for land-based shark fishing. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the story, and then I have the bill right here that's passing right in front of me. We'll go ahead and read it together, talk about it, and just kind of collect our thoughts and our opinions on what exactly is passing at the beginning of the year. So last week I was shark fishing down in Carlsbad with a buddy of mine, and Fish and Game rolled up on us. We were sitting down on the beach, had my table out with my fishing drone right up on top of it, and the Fish and Game guy came up, asked us what we were doing. I said fishing, obviously. And he said, first off, there's no drones allowed on California state beaches. That was something I didn't know, but you live and you learn. And then he brought up, he asked me if I was aware of the new shark fishing rules and regulations that were starting at the beginning of the year. And I told him I read a little bit about it. I knew with this new year coming, I was gonna read more about it, and do my part to make sure that I'm following any sort of laws and regulations that are going on. Yeah, so right off the bat, he told me that I had to pack up the drone. I said, no problem, sir. You got it. I like to be very cooperative with any law enforcement that I come across. And then he just, was like, okay, we'll go ahead and pack it up. I said, again, just to reiterate, no problem, sir. I'll go ahead and pack that up for you. But normally when I run into Fish and Game, I like to have a little bit of Q&A, because just as the years go on while I'm fishing, there's questions that I like to ask, but more importantly so with these new laws that are coming into place. So I asked a few questions, but one of the things that he said to me was that there is going to be no shark fishing where bathers are known to be present, is how he worded it. And I was really confused. I was like, what do you mean by bathers? And he said that bathers are swimmers. So I have the bill up in front of me, and again, we're gonna get into it, but there's nothing with this bill here that has anything to do with bathers. And the second thing that he had to say was that coming up soon, there's gonna be no drones allowed to be dropping baits, nor kayaks. And this isn't in the bill at all as well. So just let me know down in the comments below if you guys are aware of any sort of bill or laws that are passing or have passed that have anything to do with kayak or drone dropping regulations for land-based shark fishing here in Southern California. Let's just go ahead and get into the bill. We'll read it together. And then once we're done reading, we'll go ahead and talk about it. So the bill is going to start. White sharks, prohibition on use of attractants. Existing laws make it unlawful to take white sharks for recreational or commercial purposes except under a permit issued by the Department of Fish and Wildlife for scientific or educational purposes, or if taken incidentally by commercial fishing operations using certain types of nets. For purposes of these prohibitions, existing laws defines take to mean hunt, pursue, capture, or kill, or attempt to hunt, pursue, catch, capture, or kill. Existing laws make a violation of these prohibitions a crime. This bill would also make it unlawful, except as provided, to use any shark bait, shark lure, or shark chum as defined to attract any white shark, to place any shark bait, shark lure, or shark chum into the water within 1 nautical mile of any shoreline, pier, or jetty when a white shark is either visible or known to be present, or to place any shark bait, shark lure, or shark chum into the water for the purpose of viewing any shark when a white shark is visible or known to be present. Because a violation of these prohibitions would be a crime, this bill would impose a state-mandated local program. So we'll go ahead and skip down here to the bottom and basically the summary. So number 1, take any white shark. So this is already in place. White sharks have been protected on our coast, gosh, I don't know how many years, but quite some time. This changes nothing. This has always been a thing. 2, use any shark bait, shark lure, or shark chum to attract any white shark. So this is going to be topic of conversation. Main reason being is because great white sharks are going to eat bait that thresher sharks eat. or seven gills eat, or makos eat, or leopard sharks eat, or bat rays eat. I mean, I've been shark fishing on our coasts for many, many years, and you know, bycatch is, you know, just part of the sport. There's really nothing that you can do about it. You know, I've caught in pretty much just about any species of shark on our coast that you can. And again, you know, this specific bill right here, use any shark bait, shark lure, or shark chum to attract any white shark. This either completely changes the sport or doesn't change it at all. Again, just because, you know, there isn't one type of bait that only great whites eat, other than maybe like fly lining a seal. But outside of that, again, let me know what you guys think, because again, there isn't a specific type of white shark bait. Getting down to number 3, place any shark bait, shark lure, or shark chum into the water within 1 nautical mile of any shoreline, pier, or jetty when a white shark is either visible or known to be present. So this is the biggest topic of conversation to me, where a white shark is known to be present. I would love to hear the definition of that. You know, I think a lot of what's going to happen at the beginning of the year is going to be up to the discretion of the Fish and Game Warden, which is super, super dicey territory for many reasons. Reason 1 being that the government sucks at everything, so more government intervention kind of just messes everything up. Number 2, do these Fish and Game Wardens even fish? If you guys are watching this, I mean, please feel free to leave a comment down below. You know, I'm definitely not making this video to attack you guys. I appreciate what you guys do. But, you know, do you guys even know the difference between like a thresher rig or a bottom rig or a 7-gill rig? I mean, not every shark fisherman out here is, you know, targeting great white sharks. I know that for damn sure, and I know that I'm not. Known to be present, what does it mean? You know, does it mean that if someone was bit by a great white shark, or a lifeguard had recently spotted one, and you know, it's on the news that there was a great white present, and there's signs in the sand that say, you know, swim at your own risk, what, you know, white shark recently spotted, can we not fish there anymore? Because if that's the case, you know, I'm totally fine with abiding to that rule, you know. Or if, you know, I was shark fishing from land and there was, you know, a possible bycatch, the day's chalk, like I'll pack up and go home. That's fine. I understand, you know, if there's white sharks, you know, in the water and, you know, we hook one and we got to pack it up and go home, I'm okay with that. But what in the world does known to be present mean? And then the last part, for purpose of this section, shark bait, shark lure, or shark chum means any natural manufactured product or device used to attract sharks by the sense of taste, smell, or sight, including but not limited to blood, fish, or other material upon which sharks may feed, and surface or underwater decoys. So I believe this point is going to be in regards to chumming, which isn't something that I really practice. I definitely don't chum anything from shore other than the bait that I'm actually soaking, which, and from what I understand, you know, your bait isn't chumming. Chumming would be like an excessive amount of bait thrown into the water, or some sort of chum bucket or something soaking in the water that, you know, a shark isn't supposed to be actually physically eating, but just to attract towards shore or your boat or the pier. That's not something that I personally practice, but I would sure hope that has nothing to do with the actual bait that I'm physically soaking. You know, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below about the definition of where whites are known to be present. What do you guys think that means? And please, again, just let me know if you guys know anything about, you know, drone fishing regulations, dropping baits with your kayaks down here in Southern California. If there's any laws that are already in place or that are going to be passing in the near future. But thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video.